Howdy. Another week, another video. Welcome back. It's been extremely cold here in Nashville this week, so I've been sticking to just really short runs and little body weight workouts here at home. But today I thought, why not bring you guys through a Thursday in the life of not only running companies or businesses, but also bringing you through this new fitness/cycling goal that I have and I talked about in last week's video. It's 7:30 in the morning now. I have a couple tasks to take care of. Gotta make some breakfast, the morning coffee, of course, and then get back on top of it. I have a few meetings today. It's almost tax season, and if you live in the US, you know that this time of year is a little bit chaotic, and if you run businesses, you know that it can be a little bit more chaotic. So we're gonna get after that. We're gonna get after the day. It's interval training day on the bike today, and it's supposed to be a little bit warmer today. I'm just hoping it gets warm enough to ride the bike and get the training done. It's been a rough week of just kind of being locked inside, so I'm really jazzed to get outside, get some fresh air, and yeah, I'm just hoping it doesn't kill me. So let's get after it, guys. Welcome back. Why every time I pick the camera up does it zoom so far in on my face? Anyways, got a fresh Ethiopian from the boys over at Traction, so we're gonna load that puppy up and make some coffee. It is coffee time. All the bookkeeping campaigns are gonna go live on Monday. It means that it's reporting are not accurate and that we have access to the back end of the website. So over the last couple of weeks, I think I've increasingly got more and more overwhelmed with the next few weeks of work, of travel, of trying to stay on top of recording and stuff, on relational obligations and so on. And then I kind of thought to myself that it's, you know, a privilege to have these opportunities, to have these, I don't want to say problems, but have these, you know, hurdles that I'm just trying to figure out and trying to understand time management. You know, as we move into a new chapter of life, it kind of seems like. Anyways, I don't want to go on too much of a tangent on that stuff. Covered some of that in the other videos, but I have a lot to get to today. It's 10 a.m. already and the day kind of seems to be slipping away already. Still have a ton of work that I need to get done today. And on top of that, I'm still waiting for it to heat up outside because I am not going to ride my bike in these current temperatures. It's only like 31 degrees out still, so way too cold to ride, but worst come to worst, I will definitely be getting a run in today. It's interval training regardless, so whether I run or whether I ride, I need to do it in a way that follows suit on my training goals. So let's just cut the meat out of this thing and let's jump straight into the next segment of this video where I'm doing whatever training I end up doing today. Anyways, let's do it. Okay, I lied a little bit. My local barbershop that I always go to had an opening, and I have to get a haircut before a wedding this weekend, so last minute switch up of the plans. I'm heading down there, grabbing a haircut. I have to ship a couple packages over at USPS, and then we're heading home and getting our workout in. All right, haircut complete. Now I'm trying to rush home to hopefully get interval training done on the bike and not a run. It looks like the weather has cooperated and we're now up to 43 degrees. I know that doesn't sound very exciting or appealing, but after the week we've had here in Nashville, that's a heat wave. I'm kind of excited because I'd rather ride bikes than run again. Looks like we made it just in time. As I mentioned, it's interval day. It's really cold out. I have a lot of layers on. I'm gonna strap the Insta360 onto the old chesty and get after it. Well, not gonna pretend it's warm out here today. It is a little brutal, but we're making it happen. All right, just got back from a Thursday ride. Thursdays look a little bit like this. Let me actually pull this up real quick. Thursdays is interval day. So how that's broken down for me is a 15-minute warm-up at an easy pace. And I try to keep that in the high zone 2s or somewhere pretty mellow on the heart rate scale. I try to keep it in zone 2, definitely below zone 4, but we try to keep it really mellow, keep the heart rate super low. Then after the warm-up, we do 6 4-minute efforts at zone 4 or 5. So as you probably know, zone 4 is a higher heart rate. And for me, the low end of zone 4 is kind of where I just typically push myself on the bike. So I try to keep it up pretty high in zone 4 or even in zone 5. Then between those 6 4-minute efforts, we do 2 minutes of easy spinning. So we bring the heart rate back down to zone 2, maybe zone 3, but we really try to chill out on the heart rate and just bring the heart rate down between each one of those harder efforts. Then the cool down is 10 minutes of easy riding. So it's just bringing it back down to zone 2, zone 3, somewhere in there, and really chilling out. These rides on Thursdays, they're not necessarily about distance, but just, you know, spiking the heart rate and bringing it down and just being in full control of that stuff. So I do also have all of my workouts broken down to when I'm home or when I'm traveling and when the weather's inclement and so on. And the travel alternative includes running intervals and even some light hit body weight circuits. So we got high knees, burpees, jumps, rests, and then 5 or 6 rounds of that. And if we do running intervals, it's 6 2-minute rounds with 2 minutes of recovery between. Yeah, that's Thursday, but it does kick my butt, but it feels really, really good after. It feels really good to kind of monitor my heart rate a little bit closer and get a better understanding of where my cardio is at on the bike, because as I mentioned in previous videos, I've ridden bikes my whole life. I'm a BMX kid my whole life, mountain bike kid, now road/gravel kid, so it feels good to just kind of pay a little bit more attention to that stuff. And yeah, that's the Thursday ride. I need to get back inside, I need to clean up, I need to get some calories in me, and I have to finish up some work for the day, along with bring you guys up to date on the Japan travels. So we're just finalizing all of the travel plans and details, and yeah, I want to bring you guys up to date on that. Right, so we're post-ride and post-snack and mostly post-work. I kind of just finished up the last of what I needed to get done today, thankfully, before 6 p.m. Now I'm just kind of diving into some of the last pieces of our Japan trip. You know, logistically, with 5 people going to Japan to snowboard and spend time in the big city, it's a lot. It's a lot to plan between planes and trains and bus tickets and hotels and lodging. It's just a lot. So you have 5 friends going. We're going snowboarding in the Northern Islands up in Niseko, and then we're heading down to Japan for about 10 days to just explore the city. From there, I'm hoping to just stay on top of my fitness routine, stay on top of work, and so on, you know, wherever I can find time. In the mornings, on buses, on trains. This is a trip that my pals and I have been wanting to do for as long as I can remember, definitely over 10 years, and it's finally happening. So we're just really stoked. It's kind of a dream come true to be able to snowboard in Japan. This is my 2nd time in Japan, and last time I didn't get to snowboard, but it was still amazing. We got to see all the coolest stuff, Mount Fuji, Tokyo, Kyoto. As you can imagine, with snowboarding, it adds a whole nother layer. So remembering all of our ski and snowboard gear, remembering lift tickets, remembering that it's going to be really, really cold in the Northern Islands, so there's just a lot of moving parts. So I'm just dialing it in. Originally, we set up a really rad Google Sheets and kind of just completely organized everything from restaurants we want to check out to nightlife that we want to check out to, you know, local tourism, you name it. We had it on the sheets. Now I finally dove into Wanderlog, which is a really cool app and website to completely organize the trip. It kind of allows you to break down all your items. You can set up itineraries if you want, or just the places that you want to go and visit. You can break it down, you know, day to day, hour by hour, or you can just keep it pretty simple, like probably how ours is going to be. It of course throws all of your pins and locations on a map, which is super cool. Coffee shops, restaurants, bars, sites, it's all right there. And we don't want to keep like too tight of an itinerary by any means, but this was kind of for me, so there's no time during this trip where we're just sitting around wondering like, what is there to do, or what's close by, or what restaurants are close by. We can literally just go into this app and look at all the places we've put down. So it's super rad. So another piece to all of this, of course, is that I'm hoping to completely film everything during our trip to Japan. I want to create vlogs and maybe even some how-tos and show you guys packing and meeting up with all the guys in LA, flying to Tokyo, then flying up to Sapporo, and then of course all the skiing, all the snowboarding, all the cool places we check out. Yeah, I'm really, really stoked, and I'm really stoked to continue making videos while I'm over there. As you can probably tell, this vlog has not had much rhyme or reason, but I'm trying to hold myself to posting every single week. And right now, I'm heading off to grab some dinner with my buddies Bill and Hunter. I haven't seen them in a while, so we're just gonna grab some food and catch up. But I might film a little bit tomorrow, or I might just end it here. Either way, I appreciate you guys checking in and hanging out for another vlog. And yeah, stay tuned for next week.